Flying friends that feed on flowers. What might look like a butterfly here is actually oh so much more.
Yeah, this is a powerful pollinator. They play a vital role in keeping our crops and our ecosystem thriving. And who better to invite for a hands-on lesson than gardening expert Ginny Rosenkranz with the University of Maryland Extension.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Letting me bring my friends.
Make the studio so beautiful, and your flowers are beautiful as well. And those beautiful butterflies are actually from your garden.
Yes, yes. It's fun to be able to take photographs of them because you have to be quick.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other thing is when I was looking through some of my flowers, I realized that I have got flowers for the pollinators that bloom early in the springtime. I have them on the bulbs like hyacinths and tulips, and then the little teeny carpet phlox, and then all through the summer and then into the fall. So I just, and then when I bring these in, I'm like, oh, I want to plant these in my garden. It's an addiction. I love flowers.
So we're talking pollinators. Now,
Yes.
I'll be honest, whenever somebody says pollinators, I think bees.
Well, bees are excellent pollinators.
But so are butterflies.
So are butterflies, and so are some beetles. As a matter of fact, I was just looking up some research, and the magnolias were evolving before bees were around. So the pollinators for a lot of the magnolias are beetles.
Oh.
Yes. But what we have here is a bunch of pollinators that would be good for butterflies, for bees, for beetles, and that kind of stuff. And they all have a certain way of saying, come on over here. So like this guy right here with the yellow, the bright yellow petals that we absolutely love, they're sterile flowers or nothing, but what they're doing is they're like a great big sign, like the guy that has a sign and swirls it around and says,
Right.
pollinators, pollinators, come, come, come. There's a buffet right in the center.
Okay.
And that's kind of fun because, you notice all the daisy-like flowers will have butterflies that land gracefully on them because it's a landing pad, it's a buffet, and it's a chance to catch up with friends and have coffee.
Yeah. And then this one, you see this a lot around Delmarva.
Yeah, that is a type of yarrow, which is a native, and that's a summer pastel, so that comes in lots of different colors, which I truly, truly love. But again, it's a place where they can land. It's kind of like a little umbrella full of small, tiny flowers, and it's perfect for like the bees, but also butterflies and even hummingbirds sometimes on that one. And they just, just like land gracefully and have a kibitz and all that, and then they go on to other flowers.
And off they go. What's the red one?
The red one, this is awesome. This is called the cardinal flower, and it is bright, bright red like the hat, I guess, that the cardinals wear.
Right.
And it reminds me of the cardinal bird, too. But this one is wonderful for butterflies and for hummingbirds because it has what they call a tube-like flower. The flower has a tube and then it has a flat place. So the flat face gives a landing platform, and then that tube allows the proboscis of the butterfly or the hummingbird to go in and get all that good nectar.
And you were saying that this particular flower needs very wet soil.
Yes, yeah. Everything else here likes real beautiful full sun, dry sandy soil like we have on the Eastern Shore. This guy says, well, I like a little shade and a little bit of moisture, and a pond would be good or a stream would be good. Whatever you have would be fine. And I don't, so I just share it with people who do. And
yeah, wish you did have one.
Yes.
And then the purple one there.
Oh, that's lavender.
Yeah.
And I mean, lavender, the fragrance of lavender is so good and all that. But again, when that is in bloom, it's a rock concert. You can't hear them, but they're all over there, and they're all being really good about it. No, this is mine. You go over there. That's mine.
All right, so this is going to leave the one in the
one in the center.
as
Okay,
we're looking.
that is again a daisy-like flower. That's a Rudbeckia. Which means it's like a black-eyed Susan. This one's really fun because instead of just having a single petal of flowers, it's double, so it's a little bit cooler, a little rougher.
A little cooler
It's
than
a little bit
black-eyed Susan.
neater.
I know.
Yes.
I was going to take a shot in the dark, saying, that looks like a black-eyed Susan. I thought, I'm going to make an idiot out of myself.
No,
but
you
it is
should-
similar.
It is a type of black-eyed Susan. Yes, indeed.
And they all attract butterflies.
And the
other
last one there
pollinators.
is that bright orange one, and that is called the butterfly weed. And it's
Well.
bright orange, and I think that's good because it's the one that the monarchs have to use to lay their eggs on. So you can have the Asclepia tuberosa, you can have the swamp Asclepia, or you can have the common milkweed. And all of them provide kind of a substance that's in the foliage that they eat down to the ground. So mine at home has been eaten twice. But anyways, the caterpillars eat it down to the ground, and then anything that eats the caterpillars goes, ooh, and then throws up violently. And that bird will never eat another caterpillar, but it's a learning thing. And then when it's a butterfly, if they eat the butterfly, it's the same thing, and they go, I'll never do that again, oh my Lord.
All right.
So, but it is a survival thing, and it helps because the monarchs really, they need a lot of help.
The things we learn from you, Ginny.
I'll tell you, Mother Nature is a very fascinating thing. Gardening
Yes.
expert Ginny Rosenkranz with the University of Maryland Extension. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and bye, friends.